Hey folks, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Show and Tell. What the hell? Okay, so um, we are going to be talking about Faker John Cena today. That's right. Um, so I wanted to talk briefly about him and see what he's all about. Um, Now, let me make this very clear. I'm not a big John Cena fan, nor am I a modern wrestling fan. I love my old 80s wrestling, but I love the execution of this toy. Now, these are Masters of the Universe. Wait, is it Masters of the Worldwide? It's WW Universe. Masters of the WW Universe. So is that supposed to be WWE Universe or is that what it's? I don't know. It's very confusing. But here's the package. It's by Mattel, of course. Mattel decided that they were going to start doing these before they put out the Master of the Universe Origin. But look at the art on it. It's like really nice art. Very reminiscent of the original Masters art. One thing that I like about this is that you have a skeletal whatever character Triple H there guy just loving this whole fucking thing going on here. A very serious, just very I don't know what it is. Just a very like dead looking expression on his face. Um, and then you get the really pissed off looking John Cena in the back there. So this is all great. Created by Skull Kings. I guess Triple H is supposed to be Skull King's vile laboratory to deceive the heroes of WWE Eternia. Oh, I see what they did there. John Cena's evil robot doppelganger obeys Triple H every. I just like the way they just call him fake. It's Faker John Cena. I think there should be a real Faker John Cena, like just come out of nowhere, like and at a real live wrestling event. So yeah, it tells you what you can do, shows you the other figures of the line. Of course, like every other toy that I open up when I was a child, I just rip the package and mess up the whole thing. Twist into powerful battle positions. Faker John Cena, evil robot of the Skull King. So yeah, the equivalent of Skeletor is Triple H, a Skull King. It comes with a little mini comic, but it's not really a mini comic. It just looks like the mini comics, but it's not an actual like story. I mean, it does show you some like a brief little. Wow, it's funny because Faker John Cena here actually says he's got like little quotes. He goes, "You want some? Come get some. The champ is here. You can't see me. You can't see me." It says that in the like he's just repeating it over and over again. I like Faker John Cena. I like him better than regular John Cena. Anyway, I got this because I'm a sucker for translucent figures. This is a beautiful, wonderfully executed figure. For this line especially, like it's gonna once I get the origins, this is gonna look pretty good in the background, except for the cargo shorts and the sneakers. But maybe I could swap it off for another torso. We'll see. It just looks great. I'm also a big Faker fan. Faker was one of my favorite toys growing up. I like that He-Man had a blue version. I just call him Blue He-Man for a while, and because when I'd say Faker, people didn't know what I was talking about. So let's talk a little bit about the articulation of these figures. Now, people say these are just like the original He-Man figures. So yes and no. The articulation, these are way more articulated and durable. You get like a rotation on the legs here, so you can kind of go back. You really can't go forward as much as I'd like them to, or as back as much as I like them to, but enough for them to be able to fit into a vehicle. But you get knee articulation. So I think with toy lines like Ninja Turtles, had they had knee articulation, that would have changed the game. But it's also got leg swivel action here, or calf swivel. So that's something. You could even swivel them over here. So there's a lot more articulation than I thought these figures would have initially. There's articulation with the feet as well. Man, I tell you, if everyone used ball joints, I would replace my entire body with ball joints. I'm more this figure's more articulated and lively than I am. Um, and of course, he comes with this little. There you go. He's like brass knuckles. Life and word. So, yeah. Y'all John Cena fans, let me know what all this is supposed to be in reference to. I know hustle, loyalty, and respect is one of them that he would say. I don't know what he is. Is he like a rapper and a Marine at the same time? Or a motivational speaker? I don't get it, but I kind of like it. A lot of people boo John Cena, and I tend to go for the wrestlers that get booed. So I do like the Van Bracers here. These are look more to be of the Origins. This is going to be used more in the upcoming Origins line. This right here is interesting. They have a was it like an arm band thing? This came loose in like a little accessory bag, and I just put it on there. So this could come off if you want it to come off. Now you could take off the head. It's on a ball joint. The plastic on this is not too rigid. The body is a little bit more rigid. So with like every single translucent toy that's ever come out, you're going to want to be a little careful with how you treat it. But I love this. So this is how we're gonna remove the armor. Just like show you some pretty cool things that you can do with these figures here. Now, oh yeah, direct homage to original Faker. Very nice there too. So the armor's pretty, the plastic on this is way more, I don't know, softer than the original rigid armor plastic from the original line, but more pliable than the Classics line, which I thought was probably one of the best action figure lines that come out in the past 10, 20 years. So you could take off the torso here. Pretty cool, huh? Imagine that, but with a better torso. That'd be awesome. So we're going to bust out some of the other toys that I have already. First things first, let's bring out Ultimate Warrior just to show you. Oh, yeah, I forgot. He's got this also big mace accessory, which is, by the way, the same mold from the Classics. What, Batros had it? Spike Ore had it too, but Batros, I think Spike Ore had one in Batros. Boutros, golly. Doesn't really fit with that life thing. The hand doesn't really grab it too well, but you can kind of slide this in the back and you can kind of hold on to it like a lot of the original. Look at his face. It looks... mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's got like this big meaty face. Whatever. I liked John Cena and Bumblebee. Yeah, so he's got that big mace there. So I'm gonna bust out Warrior again because I like the way this mace actually fits on him. And I took Warrior's armor off because I was gonna show you a couple of things here. First of all, stay there. I'll show you, yeah, the Macho Man. Macho Man. Macho Man's got that Man-at-Arms armor or Eternian Palace Guard armor with which looks like it's going to be the upcoming battle. Damn it. Some of these armor pieces don't really stay together too well. Just like the Classics line. They don't clip in like they should. They ought to. I'm going to try a different method of getting these on. Taking the boot off. There you go. So we're going to have some fun mixing and matching some accessories because I actually bought 2 Macho Man Randy Savage figures. Because one of them I actually messed up his hand with a glue gun because I've been working on a bunch of projects. Hard to get this armor on, but luckily these are just like $15. I know $15 right now is a lot of money, but compared to like the Classics line where they started off like at 20, 22, there, please stay. That ought to do it. Oh yeah, there we go. One thing that you'll notice about the Macho Man, like a lot of these parts we can safely assume are going to be reused for upcoming figures. The armor on this Macho Man very much resembles the Battle Armor He-Man figure. Now, this armor is not the same armor that they used for, or the same mold that they used for the Classics Battle Armor. They used it for the original. Or not the original. They're using it for this new line. There's a whole new sculpt there. However, the knee pads and the mace are exactly the same as the Classics. However, I've looked at some of the newer Man-at-Arms pictures for the Origins line, and it looks like he has a different mace and knee armor. So I don't know. I'm going to have to investigate that further. But that said, we're going to bust out Mr. Faker over here, Faker Cena. And I got Warrior's armor, which is yellow. And we're just going to have some fun so I can show you the possibilities of the future line. It brought back like this little belty, like the little tabs here. The thing that we would see in the original. Actually, that's a He-Man. It was kind of pliable, He-Man armor. But like, I've been messing around with some of the Suko figures recently, Sun Gold, and messing with their armors because I've been trying to reproduce them for some customs that I have that I'm working on, and they had a pretty decent amount of pliability and durability over the years. I mean, it's like already like 40 years. They're still hanging out. So we are putting on the armor from that spare Macho Man that I have. Because what I like about these figures is if you take off the armor pieces, they look like original superstars. You have a choice. If you want to make them look all Masters of the Universe, make them look all decked out with armor bits, or if you want them a little bit more bare bones basic, they still look pretty cool. So there you go. I like this. I like this as a, you can make new versions of Eternity and Palace Guards that are WWE guys. You can even put that little hat on if you want. It kind of sticks on him. Kind of. Looks better on Macho Man. Looks really dorky on him. Shit. There you go. So, yeah, that's the fun that you can have with these figures. And it just gives me a lot of, I don't know, excited feelings about the Origins line. Now, I do plan to open up a few, but this is the one line that I do want to collect that I think I'm just going to keep a lot of them in package. Because I'm having fun with the Masters line. I mean, with the Classics line. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm busting out, show you my original Faker, pieces of it, because his legs are somewhere. Of course, his top band is still working pretty well. I just need to buy some replacement. There's a guy who actually sells that plastic piece from the bottom. He reproduces his own versions of them. These are essentially the same size as the original Faker. I'm going to try something crazy here. And use and put on his original armor. And give John Cena the original Faker armor. And we'll see what happens. Okay, real careful with these tabs here, because what would break all the time when you're a kid? These goddamn tabs. I went through like 4 Skeletors, and their tabs always broke. So let's see how Mr. Cena is going to look here with the Faker armor. I like that it's translucent with that whole "you can't see me" shit. Oh, well, let's take a look at the chest thing, sticker decal here. Very similar, very cool. A lot of people are like, don't even remember Faker. So if you have a spare Faker armor hanging around, you could really make Faker Cena. I'm just going to kind of halfway do it because I don't want to go crazy with it to where it gets stuck and then you're accidentally pulling stuff out. And let's see if the original Power Sword fits in there. Or Faker Power Sword. And there you go. Easy little custom there. Pretty cool. Faker Cena. Yeah, I look forward to the Origins line. Now, there's going to be Wave 3 coming out pretty soon. Now, Wave 1 came and went, and a lot of people didn't even see Wave 1 go into their stores, so hopefully you're able to find it. Warrior came out in Wave 1. He was probably the only one I wanted to get. Was it Sting was also part of Wave 1. You know what? Now that I think about it, it's like I think I should have gotten that Triple H just for that armor. But, oops. So there's Wave 3 coming out. There's going to be, who is it? Braun Strongman, as I call him. Braun Strongman is going to have Beast, looks like Beast Man's armor. And I want to say there's like one more that I really wanted to get in that line. He also comes with Terror Claw Skeletor's claws. Oh yeah, the Undertaker. The Undertaker is the one I wanted to get. It's a glow-in-the-dark figure. So that one, I'm definitely going to want to pick up several of those just for customs. You know, these are going to be very exciting to work with and customize once the Origin lines come in. I'm going to be stocking up as much as I can. So this already looks pretty cool in the back. Now, if I gave him, let's see, I don't got any extra parts I could put on him available with me, but if I can give him a different torso, I'd be happy. And maybe something with just like that covers a whole leg part be great. Other than that, I'd like to see more translucent Origins figures. Anyway, folks, that's all I got for you. Stay safe out there. Right now, more than ever, we don't know what is going on. So I would say before, don't really care if you subscribe or anything like that. But if you like it, it'd be nice. And it does help me out. If you want to see more streaming and live streaming and live chats, the only way I can do that is if I go to 1,000. So that said, if you want to help out, share this, comment. Of course, I always appreciate those because I get to communicate with you people. Anyway, folks, take care. Take your zinc, go to a sauna, and enjoy life. We'll see you later on.